Warning: the following show may contain strong language, dancing clowns, aggressive bunnies, or none of those things.
Frank's back.
Right, okay, so, if these guys will stop playing with the map. So you guys, as you're heading over to the publisher office, I assume you're taking a taxi there, right?
Yeah, fastest route possible.
Okay, so you should take a taxi. As you're on the roads and the sort of afternoon city streets, a car sideswipes you guys. Just comes out of nowhere before you guys aren't even expecting it. There's no like preamble or anything. You're suddenly just...
Doesn't hit us, does it?
It does hit you. It sideswipes the car and spins the car out of control.
Fucking sideswipes us.
I need you to all make a D100 roll.
Oh.
I'm out the window.
I'm insane. I'm frightened of cars.
Someone's going flying out the window.
I've got a seatbelt on. I'm a police officer. I know how this shit works.
If it's me, I could probably take the fall.
I'm out the window. I'm out the fucking window.
Again.
Wow, you all failed a luck roll.
What?
All dead in this taxi.
Right. So who failed it worse? I guess Johnny did.
Oh,
No, actually, no. Johnny was only 1 point.
Carlo G. Making it
That's
too.
what luck is. Mine's is pretty
So
fair.
Carlo failed the worst. Okay, right. So can you all take 1d3 damage?
Oh, fuck my life. I hate this kind of damage.
I've just healed this up.
Oh, for
And can you just modify your own character sheets?
Nah.
So actually, as almost self-predicted, Carlo goes flying out the front window. Which was, I was glad you predicted that because I was planning that for whoever failed the worst, and then you did it anyway. So while the rest of you were all like battered and bruised up in the car, a bunch of men in those same hoods and cloaks you see before come out and drag Carlo's body into their like.
I've got Carlo, I've got Frank.
Oh, sorry, Frank. Sorry, Frank's like you're not quite unconscious, but you're razzled enough that you're not.
I'm like this.
Well, basically, you're not in any position to fight back, and you might, you'll get your strength back shortly. But by the time they do that, they've already bundled you back into their car and they're driving
I'll
away.
get my strength back. I don't have any strength.
Well, either way, they've grabbed you and they're driving off. By the time you guys sort of recover, that car's already screeched away with him.
I'm a sick driver as well.
Well,
I'm a beast driver.
well, the taxi driver is like unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Not in Shanghai now.
What's Ross
Shanghai
playing?
now.
Chug that down. Get driving.
Chugs a Red Bull. Let's do this.
I guess can I
Let's push
slot
driver
him
to
into
the
the
side.
passenger seat?
Yeah, we'll shove him into the back.
You can do, yeah. Alright, you're gonna try and chase after them then.
Yeah.
Behind it, you can see me in the back window.
Can you give me a roll?
Someone swear
give me
back
a-
down.
a
No.
Can you give me a drive roll, Desmond?
60.
So you lose them pretty much straight away. The first stop sign, you just like come to a complete stop, like obeying the law, and they drive away, and you're like, oh, I probably should just keep going.
That's gay. Damn it.
So you've lost them.
Shit, sorry, Frank. Not that knows what I've just said. The only connection we have with those guys is the Juju house.
Do we?
I think that's the only link that we have between those guys and...
I think we definitely need to report to the police first.
Is she a thing, Cop Ross?
Right.
I could be getting butt raped.
He could be dead.
Gonna jump out the taxi and find a payphone and phone the police.
All right. What's the policeman's name? Do you remember? Or I have to look it up.
Ugh.
You're gonna have to look it up. Fucking hell. So
It's
many
your
fucking names here.
best Ross.
There is a lot of names in this thing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of police officers in this town. Like,
Father of all bats.
Oh, Martin Poole was it? That was it.
is that
Father of all bats.
so? He's NYPD.
Oh, Sergeant Father of all bats reporting.
So
What's his name? Parents are
Lieutenant Martin Poole.
Lieutenant Martin Paul.
Poole.
Pool.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Okay, right.
Oh, Frank.
Trent was like my good luck charm.
Bring.
Like, yeah. Frank just
Well,
falls
you
off
get the
everything.
NYPD front desk. NYPD front desk. How can we help?
Hey, this is Ross Banner. I need to get put through to Martin Pool, please.
Just one moment, please, and just push through. Martin Poole, how can I help?
Hey, Martin, we've just had a hit and run, and they've kidnapped one of our guys.
Oh, shit! Is that who is this? Is this
Oh, sorry, it's Ross Banner.
Yeah, I assumed it was one of you guys.
Yeah.
What happened?
Taking a taxi to the publisher's place from the library, and someone was sideswiped the taxi we were in. Horrific crash. Frank went flying out the window, and they picked up Frank, bundled into a car, and drove off.
Did he asks you quite earnestly? Did any of you roll to check out the number plate?
No.
Did any of you roll to look at the car?
Wow. We don't know anything about. It could be anyone.
We're
You're pumped full of adrenaline.
Look, Martin, we're roleplay scrubs, okay?
He's like, I understand. We've had that a lot. He's like, what? Well,
But
have
the
you
guys,
got anything to go on?
The guys were wearing the exact same outfits that as the guys that we arrested.
Well, we still haven't got. We still haven't got much out of them. I was thinking of taking a unit down to the Juju house. I've had a guy stationed outside, like keeping an eye on the place. I'll check in with him and see if he's seen anything. We haven't. There's been all we've had so far from that place is a few people coming and going. But we figured from what you guys already told us that place was important. What do you want to do? Do you want me to meet you there and see if it's there? I mean, we don't know if that's going to be the place.
I think that's where we're going to head now. That's our only lead on these kind of guys. So.
All right. Well, I'll head down there too.
In the taxi to hurry up. Toot toot. Toot 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 toot.
I'll head down there too, and we'll see what we can see. Hopefully, we can get your friend back.
Okay, we'll see you down there.
Bye bye.
You guys don't sound urgent enough. Your beloved Frank has been taken.
That's me tooting the horn.
I mean, I will just say at this point, Frank is blindfolded, can't really see anything, and they've tied your hands up, so you're kind of in a...
Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
Oh, he's got blindfolds everywhere. That's too short. That's too short. I think we should just speed down to the Juju house.
The Juju house.
I'm serious. I will go in there and kick Silas.
Can you
Silas's ass.
Can you give me another drive roll, Desmond?
Right, I'm setting the scene.
All right.
We're speeding to the Juju
What is your
house.
drive skill?
Is it 40?
Beast.
Basically,
Not that
you failed it
beast.
last time.
All right, so you crash the car.
No, surely not.
You totally just did.
How can I be that? Like, surely I'm
You're
just a normal...
concussed. You're concussed from the accident, and you've just crashed the car.
Sorry.
So I'm not going to make you guys take any more damage, but you're going to have to figure out how you're going to get there because you just crashed the taxi.
Jump
I'm
in
willing
a
to
taxi.
steal a car. I'm a beast.
Okay.
There's some deja vu here.
What do you want with me?
Oh yeah, and they just shout you, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
You're on a train with a dude. A dude.
One dude and me.
He's loving
What's
it.
that noise?
We need to get there somehow. How close are we to the Juju house?
I mean, it's a while. It's going to be like a 15-minute drive maybe.
Oh, that far. I don't know. Flag a taxi down.
All right, so you get out of the wreckage of one taxi. You flag,
I make sure the taxi driver safe.
and you flag down another taxi. And
You
he's
lay
like-
him down. Close his eyes.
And the a taxi pulls up and goes, "What the hell happened here?"
Don't ask. He just drove and crashed.
Have
he
you
was
called an
drinking.
ambulance?
Yes, the cops are aware. An ambulance is on their way.
So what do you want? Where do you want to go?
Well, we were just going to the Juju's. There's nothing urgent about it. We just need to get there.
Oh, the Jujus! Oh yeah, I often winter there. What?
Where do you go to the Juju
They
house?
do amazing totems. I hear they do amazing totems.
I forgot about all the totem stuff last time. Right. So you head over. He says he'll take you there, but he wants an extra bit of cash for going to Harlem, and for B for what he considers a bit of a risky job because you guys are a bit.
Is
Can
it
I-
realistic that I'm
can I
keeping
int-
this
can I
with myself?
intimidate him?
I don't know why you're doing that, to be honest. Sorry, what, Johnny?
Can I intimidate him to stop being such a dick and just do his job?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you want.
Oh, we don't want to risk me driving again.
Shit.
All right. So you shout at the guy, and he drives away.
Okay, let's get on the taxi.
I will shotgun someone in a second.
I am loving this farcical operation just to get across town.
Right, flag another taxi down. We're going to stand slightly further away from the crash taxi.
Okay,
so it doesn't,
good plan.
rush into
All right, so you flag this one down. He's like, "Where do you guys want to go?"
Juju house, please.
Okay, sure. You get in.
We'll pay you a little bit more since it's through Harlem. Now step.
How am I going to be fined, by the way? Should I just take this off?
Yeah, take that off. Don't be an idiot.
Can I intimidate
I like
Desmond to
it.
stop being such a dick?
Why do you want to hit me?
Have you heard Johnny's suggestion, guys? Are you okay with this?
What is it?
I hear it.
Can I intimidate Desmond to stop being such a dickhead and pay the guy extra?
Nothing.
Coming out your money.
It is. I've got so much money in my wallet
I
right
thought you
now.
already said he was.
Can you?
Huh?
Do you want to roll to intimidate Desmond, Johnny?
Yeah, why not?
Not a chance. Sit there, iron face.
Ask you. You'll need to
Damn
count.
it!
Oh, actually. Ask you. Do you want to counter roll?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, god
Beast
damn.
it! I don't know what's going on.
So Johnny tries to sort of shout, ask you down, and ask you just puts the little bitch in his place.
Desmond,
I put my head down.
Desmond puts Jimmy in his place.
I'm a beast.
you win
Come
this.
rescue me.
All right,
Can't see.
Carla, I'm sorry, Frank. You can feel them now. Like the car stopped. Stop that, Desmond. And they grab you and drag you by your like under your armpits, so your feet are dragging across the floor. They drag you out of the car and into a building.
Don't drag my heels, they hurt.
And they're like, shut the fuck up, and smack you across the face.
Okay, just don't hit me in the ribs.
And then another guy kicks you in the ribs.
Oh, my cracked ribs!
Cracking ribs.
They were just healing.
They were just better.
What's your health at? Oh god, yeah. Okay, I won't
You're
take.
dead.
I won't take
Frank's
a hit.
dead.
I won't take a hit point off of that. So, and you can also feel like them dragging you down a set of like you can hear some like the noise of like a desk moving, and you're being dragged down some stairs because you can feel your feet bouncing across the stairs.
Dude.
Oh, they're not dragging him feet first and then his
No.
head bouncing.
No, they're dragging him like under his armpits, like two guys dragging him like that.
Tickles.
Do that to me.
Right, and the rest of the team arrives. You arrive outside the. If you recall, last time, the Juju house was down an alleyway in a courtyard. If you recall.
Yeah, and
So
there's
you-
an abandoned pawn shop.
Yeah. And so you're not in the courtyard yet. You're out front on the street. And you got out of the taxi, and nearby there's a sort of there's a car with what's his name, Martin Paul, and another detective sat in the car with him.
Hooray!
Then we go up to them, I guess. Hello.
Yeah. It's like.
Hello.
Hello.
He's like, look, guys, I saw them drag your friend inside. The only reason I didn't flag them down straight away is because I was waiting for you guys to come in. There was quite a lot of them, and I figure if you guys are going to help them, and from what I understand, you guys are packing, we're probably better to go in together.
Let's go.
Packing.
Don't rely too heavily on us.
He's like,
No,
why? Are
you
you
can-
guys
don't
you
worry,
you
don't
guys
worry.
not motivated?
I score crits, don't worry.
He's like, that's good. I mean,
We'll see.
I mean,
We'll
I want
remember
to see
that.
your roll, so.
What?
Rolling.
I don't know if I
Are we
mentioned
just
it.
steaming in?
You know, last week when we left Ross's house, did I mention that I had a rifle?
No.
You
Oh.
don't. Well, you certainly don't right now.
Yeah, I know I don't at the moment, but where is that rifle then?
Well,
In
one of
them?
one of them will have taken it off you when you.
All right, cool. Okay, cool.
Flew out the car and then fell down a drain.
Oh, Jimmy's butter.
Give him ideas. You'll make me roll for that.
So we storming the Juju
Someone
place
got my
here?
knife.
We are storming the
this-
Juju place.
Shotguns out.
I can't see anything.
That's
Don't
like a
shoot me.
flamethrower. I just torched the store.
So Hammett, we've got, and then we've
That's
got
been your
Lieutenant,
go-to noise for
Lieutenant
anything.
Phil
You
and a detective with him.
Yes.
Right, okay.
flagged down a taxi and went.
Scorched the Jew. Frank's burnt to a crisp.
So, what do you? Paul decides to let you guys lead the way because he's deferring to you as like the sort of like you know what you're doing. You've been here before.
Yeah, he knows me.
So what? So yeah, I guess Ross is taking lead on this. So what? So what do you want to tell me what you guys are doing?
Well, I'm gonna ask Pool to show me the direction that they went in and go that way.
No, he says they went down the alleyway towards the Juju house.
That was disgusting.
Right, so we head that way.
All right, so you head into the alleyway. I guess it's still the sun's still not set, so it's still just like late. It's like afternoon time now. There's still snow all around. The place is very quiet, but the door, as before, the Juju house is glass window, glass door, both with like red curtains, covering the front.
Before we go in, let's all make snow angels.
Do I get to negotiate my terms with my kidnappers?
Every time you speak, they smack you in the face.
Oh.
You're losing 1 HP.
You can
Uh,
give it a go.
I'm
but
gonna
you can,
head.
I'll just
I am leading this operation, so shut the fuck up.
Can I try and listen? Because I might hear something
Listen,
like.
you fucking spot hidden.
Yeah.
Look at all the
okay, then.
windows.
Okay, I'm trying to see stuff here.
all right,
Be
sweet.
quiet.
Be quiet. I'm trying to look.
Right, so I'm trying to see something out of the ordinary, whether there's been disturbed snow, which direction
Sure,
they've gone in.
give me a roll.
Oh, it's gonna be a beast. Boom, 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 boom.
Is it the same guy hitting me every time?
You can't really. No, you can't. Actually, yeah. I think it's one guy who's taken a dislike to you.
Okay. When I get out of you, I'm kicking you in the nuts.
Yeah,
So
watch out, that professor's gonna get
Desmond,
mad.
you can see across the alleyway, indented in the snow, you see like the trail of like a one continuous trail, and then footsteps either side of that trail.
Well, I
What
wonder
could
if
it
that's
mean?
my. What could that be? My feet are cold.
Right, let's follow that.
You're
Nah.
cold.
Let's go.
Right. So sorry, what are you guys doing?
Following the trail.
Well, it goes into the doorway into the Juju house.
Right, we're going into the Juju house.
It's locked.
Okay, can we look through the windows?
You can try. I mean, there's curtains covering it, but if you can give me if someone wants to give me a decent roll on it, you can try and see if you can see through anyway.
Desmond?
Yeah, I've got the eye of a machine.
Which roll are you doing? Spot hidden, are you?
I'm rolling for spot hidden.
All right, yeah. So between the curtains, you can make out one, maybe a second person inside the shop. You can't really tell much more, but there's definitely people in there.
Oh, I've got spot hidden as well. Didn't know that. Oh.
Is it worth? Because if we like kick this door in, they're just gonna see us. That you know.
Why don't you pick the lock, considering...
I
Well,
want to
well,
sneakily.
I'm going to ask
Okay.
the lieutenant if he knows if there's any other entrances into this place.
Good.
And see he's had a guy scoping it out.
Aye, we've had, and the other detective says I've had a look around, and as far as I can tell, this is the only way in and out.
Fuck.
I'm going to set an explosive charge on the door. No, no.
Yeah.
No.
Breach.
Don't have that 1920.
Kills us all.
Phil.
I guess I want to try and like sneakily pick the lock. Like I don't want to make too much of a ruckus, but I'll try and pick.
Rather than loudly pick a lock.
I don't want to give away that we're here.
You're like, Sean, Tumbler 1, Tumbler 2.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
All right. You're always really good at this.
It's not enough.
Um,
It's not enough.
no, you don't. You fail.
I think we should just kick the bloody door in. Should we?
Yeah, might as well.
Who's
Unless you
doing
want to
this?
line, unless you want to go through the window.
Oh, that'd be so badass.
I should point out both the window and the door are made of glass.
They
They're
are
not-
or aren't.
They're both made of glass.
Well, the door and the window are made of glass.
Yes.
Why don't we just kick the door rather than break it?
Oh,
Fight the
so
door.
wanna
That would be
jump
the
through
obvious
it.
way to come in.
Sorry?
Rather than jumping through a window.
Well,
where
yeah,
if you fuck
like,
up
if
the
they've-
roll...
If they've got guns, then they're going to be trained onto the door.
Surely they would know their windows are made of glass and expect that you could possibly come in through the glass.
I don't know. It's less likely than them all thinking we're going to come to the door.
Okay.
There's no way they're not going to be looking at the door.
They would leave the door unlocked if they wanted you to come through the door. But you can't hear me. I'm tied up in a basement.
Wait. Does the front door have like a glass window? With
Yeah.
Curtains? All right. Why don't you,
through.
why don't you just smash the window with your gun and then unlock it?
Yes, Desmond. I think we should just each take a shot through the glass. They'll drop like a sack of shit.
Well,
Maybe
if Frank's
not
in there and you hit him.
He's on his back. He's lying down, I think.
No.
You don't know that!
Oi, you guys, they're like probably in the basement or something because they moved a table, they opened a door, and then they dragged him down some stairs.
You don't know that though.
Yeah, because
You're not supposed to metagame.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Can I think
I
we
had
should
an
try and
idea.
pretend we're just a customer. Are you still open?
I want
Like-
some toast.
No one
I need
replies
some
to that.
totem.
No one replies to that.
Can I reply?
There we go.
No.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to break the door down or something.
Hurry up, this hat's itchy.
Right, let's flush the door!
How are you
Okay.
smashing the door?
I don't want to shoot through.
Yeah.
I just
Fine. I'm gonna palm strike the door open.
Palm strike the door.
You want some martial arts, Desmond? Here you go.
you have to turn around and say something like, "We'll get you those totems."
Yeah.
how hard do you hit it? Like
Where's your martial arts? Oh.
door like
there it is.
flies off.
All right.
So
do you want
hard,
to give me a roll, Johnny?
I'm so hyped.
If this door kills me.
All right. So. Oh shit! I should roll the door.
Just do that.
1 inch from the door.
Right. So you sort of like smack into the door with your palm, and the glass just shatters down around it.
Badass.
Wish I got that on film.
What's film?
Film
exists in
exists.
1920s.
No, I'm kidding.
Just phone doesn't work.
With some honky tonk music.
So what are you doing now? The glass is shattered.
Okay, well, I'll unlock it.
Can't. It's not that kind of lock.
It's not that kind of lock.
Can you climb through the
You'll
door?
still need a key, even from the inside.
I was kind of hoping that my palm strike would bust the door open. You know.
No. You've shattered the glass. So the thing is, you can walk through the glass. It's just a
It's
big.
just a big.
Oh right. Oh, it's quite a big one. Okay, then I'll walk through.
So
I thought it was like the top half of the door.
no. It was a completely glass like thing.
Oh.
Anyway.
So there's this big open thing and Johnny's just like trying to unlock it.
Yeah.
I
thought
actually
it was
had a
small,
picture in my
though.
head as well.
It's not that type of lock.
So you step through the curtains, and there are two cloaked men standing either side of the counter. The guy who runs the place, Silas, isn't there, but these two, one of them's got a knife and one of them's got a gun pointing at you.
Ah.
Do this without blowing a shot, because if we can steal their robes, we might be able to sneak downstairs.
Right. And now we go into combat turns.
Do I get a turn?
We're not pissing around by not shooting again.
Okay, you're right. You're 100% right.
Right.
Do
So
I get a turn? Can I like
Um,
shuffle in my chair?
I'll give you a combat turn as well when it gets to it. So Jimmy, what do you want to do first?
I would like flare my knives to like challenge the other knife guy, but I think that could end badly.
Also,
So-
I should lay out the positioning right now. By the way,
Oh, yes.
because you're in the room, and
Draw it, Perrin.
all right, go on, let's just draw something.
Give us a shape. Door.
It's a boat.
Us. Dude.
Oh, what happened?
You just made a new sheet. I think.
Done you
One sheet.
Wow, shit.
Who else is drawn? I don't know
Fucking
who's drawn
everyone.
to trust.
What the fuck? Oh, wait, why am I drawing lines?
Right. So
What is that?
It's 5 feet.
I think it's okay. That's enough for us both.
Where's the red bit?
That dude's massive. Is that a robot? Burp, 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 in the top left.
What? Don't delete this picture after you save me. If you save me, I want to see it.
Aaron, we
What?
need a bread bin for skill.
okay, there's a bread bin over here in the corner. So The situation right now, though, is that there are two guys either side of the counter.
Right.
Jimmy is just inside. Ross and Desmond are standing just behind him outside the shop, and behind you are the two police detectives.
Right.
So which one? Me and what? Which are the two cops?
The two at the back, like
two
that
cops
one,
at the-
that one or something.
Cop.
Why are the cops going in last? They pussies.
Cops.
Yes, they are basically.
Poor Frank.
So the reason I make this clear is that Jimmy's currently blocking the way in for everybody else.
All right. Okay.
Shufflecombe.
So if you stand at the door and pull impressive knife moves, everyone's going to be standing behind you going, "What's going on?"
Okay.
Does it take up his entire turn to move two steps?
Can I?
Dive in.
What kind of guns the gun guy got?
Which one's got the gun? Which one's got the gun?
Oh,
The one furthest away has the gun, and the guy
Okay.
nearest has the knife.
Okay. What kind of gun does he have?
Hold on a second. He has
Rocket
a
launcher.
22 revolver.
Oh shit. Okay.
throw a knife in each of them.
Can I do that?
Like a knife in each.
What's
You.
I think you'll only be able to throw one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. It's probably a bad idea. I'm gonna rush the revolver guy, so then you guys can come in as well.
Awesome.
Are you going unarmed or with knives at him?
With knives.
What kind of question's that? No, forget the knives.
All right, so you rush at him. Give me a roll for you.
And I'm gonna palm strike the gun out of his hand.
Well, I assume you're going to target his hand with the knife. Is that your goal?
Yeah, maybe I should use my martial arts because then I got a better chance of
Have
landing.
you not got like some mad CQC shit where you disarm him?
Your martial
Yeah.
arts and your knives are the same rating.
Oh, okay. What,
Do more
60?
damage.
Yeah.
Just get some disarm maneuver on the go.
Okay, well then I'll knife the guy then.
All right.
Or just shank the cunt.
Are you going to go for his hand then, or are you going to go for his arm?
I guess I'll go for...
Stab him in the
yeah.
butt.
Yeah, no, I'll like cut his hand off.
Whoa.
Off.
Give me a roll.
That's a bit heavy. I want to palm someone.
I want my-
all level of palm.
And can you give me a D4?
Dunk. Oh, legend.
Oh, this guy.
What's going on?
Some sick rolls.
I can hear you, but I can't see.
All right. So this guy, you run at him with the knife. You slice at his hand, and you cut. You don't like cut his hand clean off, but you like cut
But
deep.
I cut through the tendons.
Yeah, you cut through the tendons. The gun goes. He drops the gun to the floor, and he sort of screams in agony, grabbing at his hand, basically. And you're.
And I go...
But you've now moved over to that side of the room.
Yeah.
So next up, it is Desmond. What is Desmond's plan?
Oh, what
Forward
weapon
diving,
have I got?
Max Payne double shotgun shot.
Flamethrower. What have I got on my body?
I moved myself on the map. Don't worry.
Oh, I've got one of those garrote things. Garrote?
Garrote
Garrote.
wire.
You only
Yeah,
got
I just
a
wanna-
15 chance to use it though.
I just want to run up.
Nah, save that, man.
Yeah, I want to be badass.
And that's
later.
more a surprise attack weapon anyway, rather than a like front.
Yeah.
Not like
You could dive at him and do it up front and then pin him on the ground and then...
I think
I
you-
used the
I get
orb from the
shanked.
last story. The orb.
Oh, shut up.
Drill the orb in the ground.
And then you have to
Um,
sacrifice on the police officers. to
I
do
just
it.
shotgun the guy with the knife.
Oh, but remember your suggestion that it take him down without shooting. The gun's gone. It's just a knife you got to deal with now.
That's a good point. Because have
His
you made
mate-
much noise?
He
Hey,
could
hey,
stab
hey,
you.
hey, you got a cane sword, haven't you?
I do have a cane sword.
What's your skill at using?
Nah,
Then
I pull my cane sword and say,
you haven't got
drop the knife.
You haven't got things on them. You haven't filled out the damage stuff on your cane sword.
It's infinite damage.
I think
It's
it's
got-
worth blowing the guy away.
It's got a juggle combo.
Okay, blow the guy away.
What
Just one shot.
What are you
One
doing?
shell.
What are you doing?
Just shoot him with one shell because I want to keep the other. Is mine a double barrel?
Yeah.
Always forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to
Yeah, right.
you want to fire one round into
One
the guy
circle.
with the knife.
It's a nice man, yeah.
I say you fire both.
I thought you were.
And then I'll be able to shoot the guy with the knife.
I thought you were doing this without shooting.
No.
I know.
definitely
Ask you
not.
roll, please.
2 shells straight in that guy's chest. Bang!
And the second
Do
one.
I hear these gunshots?
And the second one, ask you.
Yes, I imagine you do.
Ooh, one!
Oh, that shot!
So
Blows up.
the first one misses, like goes over his head. Because you don't
The
have to
other
aim
one goes
because
through
I guess
his-
you're pulling the shotgun out and you fired prematurely. I've heard that's what you're like. And then the second one, you manage to get like a clean hit, and you're firing at the knife guy, right?
No, it was the guy with the gun. I know, sorry, knife man. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And so
It's Johnny I was shooting at.
at that range,
He's
that
got
would
a knife.
be 4d6, so he's just instantly dead because you've criticaled it anyway. So you don't
Fair
have to
enough.
roll.
D6. Whoa.
Dungeon Master, can I hear these gunshots?
Hold on a sec. I'll get to you in a second.
Oh, this is bullshit. I'm blatantly in a different place.
And the guy goes, smack! Don't call me Dungeon Master.
So yeah, because you criticaled that second hit, he just instantly dropped dead. Like you blew him and he just like shattered against the wall basically.
Oh, is his
Whoa.
rope still intact? Because I want to get it.
Well, it's got a lot of holes in it.
You can probably pull it off in the dark.
Pull it off, all right.
Right.
Shotgun shells don't make big holes.
Uh,
Unless you're like point fucking blank.
we'll get to you in a minute, Frank. Anyway, we got because we have to do Ross for now, don't we? Yes.
Crit man. Spill.
What's that to do? Both of them are fucking.
Palms gun into him. Palms
Right.
bullet into him.
Ross, what are you doing?
I'm going to
Revolver
shoot the other guy.
So you're going to step into the store as well, I take it.
You're gonna take him alive.
No.
Oh,
Bad.
bad.
Boom, boom, boom,
So
boom.
what weapon are you using?
My revolver.
All right. Well, give me a.
I think I'll have a choice.
You got 2 weapons on this, haven't you?
2 revolvers.
How many bullets are you firing?
2.
2. All right. So you want to give me rolls for both of those?
Please don't hit me.
Is it
Revolver.
D100?
Ocelot,
Just always D100s, isn't it? Pretty much.
Hey, ask you, is Revolver a Ocelot?
Oh.
Or Shalashashka?
Okay. They both hit, and can you just roll 2 d10s?
Ooh.
2d10s.
How much
Fucking hell.
damage is possible? 20.
Fucking hell, they both hit. That's a really
Oh, so you
like,
got
high
8
roll.
total. Oh, that's still good.
Okay, so the and so you drop him dead as well. So they're both dead now.
Change my bullet count.
Oh, yes, well said.
Right, Frank's turn. You hear all this gunfire, and there's a commotion from the people around you. So they stop punching you for a bit.
Oh, thank God. What's going on?
They go, shut up!
Do you want to try and do anything? You've got rope round your ankles and round your wrists behind your back.
Did I give my knife away or not? I can't remember.
Yeah, you gave it to me, didn't you?
Ah,
Thanks, Johnny.
What? You shouldn't have dropped my knife down. Speaking of which, I need to put that in my inventory. Let's see.
I didn't have it in his inventory. I didn't give it to him. I've still got it.
No, I'm
Fine,
afraid you
fine.
gave it to him. You gave it to him.
Well, I'm fucked then. I can try and wriggle out and get punched again.
You can try and make a strength check against the ropes if you want.
My character is the biggest pussy in the world.
I know, but I'm saying it's up to you if you want to give it a go.
Hey,
Nah,
Frank.
I'm not struggling. I'm not gonna get punched in the fucking head again.
Talk
Hey,
them out
Frank.
of it like, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy.
Frank, what type
Don't
of
do it,
knife
Jillian.
did you have?
What? I don't know. Pocket knife.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I was just
Oh, you're
wondering.
putting in your fucking inventory.
I've got 5 small knives and Frank's knife.
I love that. That's beautifully set up by you guys. The one thing that would have got him out of this he gave away. Couldn't have planned that.
Don't worry.
I'm trying to think if I've got anything else on me, but I can't look at my character sheet.
You can look at your character.
You can.
Why don't you roll for an idea?
That's just always going to come up now. I'm about to die. Roll for an idea.
Idea, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to delete this pocket knife from my inventory. That's so bullshit.
Just
Why
when
do
you
you
could have
keep-
used it.
You didn't do the trade. You didn't take it from me, man. You didn't agree. I remember
late.
offering, but you were like, ugh.
There's only one way to find out. Perrin, look back at the footage.
Right
yeah,
now.
yeah, hold
Give
on for
away
2
money.
hours.
Because it didn't change inventories.
Doesn't matter. The knife's gone.
Well, then I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. Woo.
All right, you do nothing.
Can I go to the toilet?
You roll for pissing.
I wish it was a piss. They put me heads off. Right, pause the recording.
All right,
Maybe a
actually,
minute.
it's a good point. We'll have a 5-minute break.
Alright.
Awesome.
Askew rolls, he gets a bad roll and he misses the toilet.
Anyway.
Right.
Ooh, creepy.
So you guys have brutally murdered 2 guys. We're not even talking to them. You just murdered 2 guys.
Had a gun, man. Pointed at us.
This is America.
Yeah. You know the whole reading the rights and stuff. You know. So behind you, in fact, actually, that's a fair point. Behind you, the police officers was like, "What the hell was that?" Because they didn't even see what went down. You know, because they were outside still.
They shot first.
You're really gonna say that?
It was like, really shit. Okay. Fucking hell. They must have. Where do you think your friend is?
Is it, can we like, not look around the room yet? I don't know if there's a door or is there a door somewhere?
I like the Desmond's just like, I don't know. Look around or anything.
Didn't like the look of these guys.
He's not even here to help me. He just wanted some action.
He came here to kill cunts and take totems.
These things are worth a fortune.
So what are you guys gonna do? You're out of combat now, obviously.
Look
Quiet
around for like
combat,
a door or like, well, Joe, you spot hidden first.
Can I check the bodies? I want to see if they've got the markings. I'll use spot hidden. I want to steal the robes. Because we could sneak down and be like, these 2 guys came in. We
don't-
had to waste them upstairs.
You don't need spot hidden to look at their bodies. I mean, you can just look at their bodies. You know, it's not like a secret.
I'll look
detail.
at their bodies.
Both
check
of
out their
both of them
totems.
have that mark that you saw before, like engraved in their foreheads.
I've got an itchy
I'm gonna-
eye.
I'm gonna roll spot hidden to see if there's anything noteworthy about the room, such as like hidden passages or.
Sure.
Hidden passages.
I don't know. I just got the idea.
Who's totem out?
So give me your old Johnny. Okay, so yeah, you just spot. So behind the counter, you see a rug that looks like ruffled, and you move it out the way, and you see a trapdoor beneath it.
You want to go ahead with your disguise thing?
I definitely want to wear a robe. Who wants to wear a robe with me?
Jimmy, are you picking up that handgun?
Yes.
Right, okay.
God damn it. Somebody wear a robe with me.
Put it in your inventory. Can handgun was it better?
It was a .22 revolver.
Wear a robe with me, someone.
Well, I don't have any disguise skill.
My disguise skill is good. I've wanted to use it for so long.
Well, you could just walk down and like if
Okay,
if
okay.
you succeed with the disguise, we'll just fucking shotgun the cunt.
Yeah.
My disguise skill is monstrous. I think it's the highest level thing I've got.
Don't forget to reload if you need to. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I've already took my ammo off, but I've reloaded now. So I'll put one of the robes on and go down.
So there's only you doing this. You're going to go.
I'm
on your
going
own?
down behind them after.
How about I make a sound if I'm in trouble, like
I'll
help?
like shoot your shotgun.
I'll need to hit. I'll need to hear what the sound's going to be.
Cops.
No.
Actually makes sense. That actually makes sense for him to shout that.
All right, cops.
So what are you telling the 2 cops?
What?
No,
Oh,
he's-
the 2 cops. Oh.
No, he's not talking to the cops. He's shouting to the people downstairs.
No,
He's
no.
saying,
No,
cops,
I'm not
cops,
shouting to
cops."
them.
No.
Yeah.
I'm asking him.
Oh.
You're all still upstairs. I'm asking.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
are you two are putting you two are putting robes on, right? Ross and Desmond. Are you?
Ross isn't.
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Ross is too
Okay,
scared.
Desmond's
It's
just putting a robe on,
Yeah, I'm
um,
going down.
and
Yeah, you should probably say that the cops appeared to them.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
When I get down
No,
there,
what I'm asking you right now
Well,
is
he
what you're.
just got down there to draw
What
him
I'm
up.
asking you right now is what are you telling the 2 police officers with you?
Right.
We're gonna try and see if we can get the jump on if there's people down there. I guess.
I want to get a little bit of blood from one of the dead people, and draw on a little symbol.
Yeah, sure. You can do that.
I've got the symbol on.
Don't they have hoods or something?
I don't know, but just in case somebody says, "Look at me,"
I was gonna say you could go down there, pretend you're wounded, and then they might come over and be like, "Oh, you're alright," and then you go,
bang.
So the thingy Paul says, are you sure it's a smart idea to go down there on your own? We've got strength in numbers right now.
"Yeah, but it's a trap."
It's up to you, Desmond.
I might as well be invisible with my disguise skill.
He says, all right, okay, it's up to you. It's your funeral.
Trust me, Pool.
Okay.
I'm scared the way you're saying that, though. I don't want to lose this guy.
Anyway, so what are you doing then?
I tap on the door. Can I just open the door?
You can open the trapdoor. You can pull the trapdoor.
I'll listen and then open it. So if I can hear anything.
Well, yeah, sure. Roll for listen then.
The next guy that comes in, I'm gonna shoot at him. Pop your head in.
Hello.
Have you rolled?
Yeah, I've rolled. I got 47.
You don't hear anything.
Right, okay.
Oh,
I'll open the door.
Right, you pull open the trapdoor and it has a staircase leading downwards.
I start going down.
Whoa.
I don't know if I have a map for this.
Unorthodox.
No, I don't. Okay, so the staircase leads you down into a stone passageway that's sort of dimly lit by like a torch affixed to the wall, and that's been lit. So someone's obviously been down here already. And there's like a big wooden doorway at the end. It's like the stairway goes this way, and then on the right-hand wall at the end there's a wooden door.
Right, I'm gonna whisper up to them. Follow. We've got cover. So like, I want them to kind of come to a checkpoint in a sense behind me.
Okay, do you guys follow?
Sure.
Good.
So you guys are all in this corridor now with Desmond at the front.
You hang back in the darkness, and I'm gonna take the torch to the door. So like, you're
Right.
dimly lit.
So Frank, you're now being lifted up, and they're putting you in some kind of, I guess it feels like some kind of box of some kind.
Oh no.
What the fuck? Okay.
Fuck,
Like-
man.
Like you're kind of like.
Do I get to win a thing, or
I
am
mean,
I
it's
just
up to you.
accepting
It's up to
this?
you. You know, if you want to try and do something, you can try and do something. But I'm just
You know
saying.
what I can do? I'm tied up. Now
That's,
talk.
Hey,
that's
hey.
your choice. You know, I'm just saying.
Why don't you
Alright.
try and psych him out? Oh, you're putting me into a box. Exactly
1 minute. Let me
outside
check
the
my
sand.
skill.
Zing.
Loading. Okay, here we go. Oh, I've got a persuade skill.
You wouldn't like me when I'm in a box.
You've got the wrong guy, you know. This isn't going to do you any good.
So is that you're gonna do that?
Yeah,
You're gonna
you'll
roll
have
for
the
it?
entire police force after you by taking me. Definitely got the wrong guy.
It's wait, is it? All right. Are you gonna
I'll roll, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't really see.
Good luck.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So you're
At least hesitate them, at least.
So the guys are lifting you over into this box, and you start shouting about you. Firstly, you shout you got the wrong guy, and they sort of laugh at that because it's like they're like, it doesn't matter who we throw in here.
And then what about the part where I say you'll have the entire police force
Now
after you?
that kind of hesitates them. Like they've he shouts over to someone you can't see, and he says, "Did you hear that?" And you don't know who it is, but a distant voice says, just says, "Doesn't matter now. It's too late." And he's just and they just carry on putting you in the box.
I wonder what those gunshots were. I wonder if it was the fucking police force.
And they again, as you say that, they pause, and he's like, you two, and you can just hear him shouting, "You two, go check upstairs."
Sweet, I'm not fully in the box yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming they haven't closed the lid yet.
Yeah, you're in the box, but they haven't closed
In the
the
box,
lid.
they haven't closed me up yet.
Yeah.
Good, I'm claustrophobic. Even though I've got a blindfold on.
Right. What's the rest of the team doing?
I'm still a desert at the front here.
I guess I walk up to the door. Tap on it.
Okay. Yeah, you knock on the door, and two guys open it.
Cops.
No, not yet.
And they're like, what's going on up there?
I'm gonna start puffing and panting. Oh, I've still got my hood up. Oh, we've just wasted 2 guys up there. The other guy's dead. There's just me that's left, but I don't know what's happening. I just want to make sure you're okay. I don't know why I'd be asking them if they're okay. But...
Are you? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go into the room, or are you gonna stand outside? What you?
Oh, let us in case more of them come, and I stumble in past them.
And then you go, why are you putting him in a box?
All right, so you stumble into the room. It's like a big, wide, like underground sort of like basement kind of thing. It's all like very dirty and dusty and grimy. Like there's stone walls, and around the stone walls, there's a bunch of like ceremonial drums, sort of all around the sides. There's like weird... Sorry.
I was gonna say I was so tempted to be like, Desmond, is that you?
Well, you can't,
but I don't know if he's in the same room as me, so I'm not going to do that, obviously.
So anyway, the ceilings have like markings and etchings into them, all sorts of weird symbolism that you don't necessarily know. There's an alcove in one corner with curtains covering it. To your right hand side, I mean the alcove's sort of straight opposite you in the doorway. To your right hand side, there's a big, like huge stone circle. Like disc kind of shaped, like like a well cover or something like that. Okay. And there's this huge.
I better not be in this fucking.
This huge elaborate winch connected to this stone circle. That's like just so it looks like it's there to move it. And in the just standing in front of the alcove is a tall man. So most people in the room are in robes, and this guy's more in like this guy has his face exposed, and he's just in ceremonial jackets and stuff. You see about 6 guys scattered around the room. Two in front of you at the door. 2 lifting a guy into a box. And two more standing over near the drums to the left hand side. But the 2 guys are obviously actually they're standing over them. Actually, to be fair, they're standing over a big shipping box, like sort of like like a crate from a video game kind of thing. The lid's not on it right now, but they've got hammer and nails nearby. And actually, to be fair, you can't really see into the box, but you obviously metagame, you know what's going on there.
I'm tempted. I don't want to do this. Just say like, do you hear that? Is that the cops?
So there's 6 guys plus the leader.
I'm gonna not give you suggestions, but
I've got
the best
some
idea.
suggestions.
I've got like 3 or 4 suggestions, but obviously I can't tell them. So
yeah.
Is that the infidel?
What?
I say that aloud. Is that the infidel? Pointing over it.
The guy in charge looks over and goes, "Who are you?"
Oh God! You always have to run your mouth. Fuck's sake.
I know, right? This guy.
So you're gonna have to use something to deal with this.
Disguise roll.
I don't know if I can roll for that. Like, how would I employ that? Can I employ that as a skill, like a usage?
Just maybe if you pull your hood off and you'll see the symbol.
I will give you a hint that you have a more appropriate skill for a situation like this.
I guess fast talk, but
this is exactly what this is. I don't know if you understand fast talk, but this is exactly the scenario that fast talk is for.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little. I can't say I can't remember.
Fast talk isn't about talking fast. That's not what it actually means.
You've just come from a room where there's been gunfights.
Sure, it's exactly the same as persuade.
No, fast talk's persuade's more convincing somebody of something. Fast talk is more bullshitting someone out of a scenario, basically.
I'm Silas's nephew. Sorry, I'm a little bit shaken up from the conflict upstairs.
All right, well, give me a roll on fast talk.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on, you fucking bell end.
But I'm Silas.
No, Chris.
Wow. It was like.
I guess I've still not stopped.
And he's
I
like,
can see it starting to fail.
He said, he looks at you and says, "Silas has no family."
And you push it.
Push it.
I meant a family of the cult.
So you're the nephew of him within the cult.
All right, give me another roll.
We're brothers.
It's like it says you are very strange.
Coming from the guy with bloody marks on their heads. No, don't say that.
Um,
Don't definitely say
he's-
that.
he says you are very strange. What's going on out there?
There was a bunch of people came in. They were shot down. I mean, I don't know if you want to go up and look, but
And he goes.
I mean, I can lead you up there if you want.
Okay. Well, he waves to his two men by the door and says, "Go, check."
Right.
I just want to point out. I just want to point out this plan's going really, really well.
Can they go? I'll say, can I stay here? I need to catch my breath. And when they go, can I like shut the door behind them so they're kind of.
What's the point in that? I'm gonna.
You're
annihilate
still
them
with
both
four-
anyway.
Don't shut the door, because then they can come around the corner.
Why are you so
But I'm-
bad at thinking? Like,
I'm just gonna say.
it's me. I would have walked into the room, shotgun the two guys in the back, and then just got everyone else to run in. Like,
Okay, right. So where things that stand right now, just talking about taking a bad tactical situation and turning it into a nightmarish one. So now the two guys have gone past you and are now going through the doorway.
is this
Yeah,
the
that-
two guys that let him in?
That's good.
What is it? Because you don't know they're coming.
Is this the two guys that let him in?
Yes.
Right.
So
Because
they're
they can be like all those like Ross and Jimmy can fight them two, and I'll be like,
that's
and
the
run towards the boss and put the garrote round his neck. Stand still, you cunt.
Remember, there's 4 guys in the room with you still.
Yeah,
Aye,
so
they're
you
not going to kill me through their boss.
right. Okay.
If you
So
can
anyway,
take the boss, yeah,
Okay,
I'm not going to ask
so-
for a description of the guy. How
let's
big he is.
let's not worry about planning too far ahead. Cause let's just play it out. All right. So the two guys go around the corner and walk straight into Adventure Team.
Right.
Um,
Who's first? Jimmy's first.
No, I thought you were in front of me.
Oh, is that how it works? I thought it was combat, so it goes in.
we're gonna go in combat turn. So.
All right, okay.
So it is Jimmy's turn. Two guys walk out straight in front of you, like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Just fucking silence them.
God, motherfucker.
I'm going to run and slide tackle one. So he
Well,
falls
cut
down.
me.
And then that way, you can shoot the guy that's behind him, standing up.
All right, well, give me a roll for your slide tackle.
Okay, I'm gonna slide.
Whoa!
Whoa! This guy would like.
Break
you-
both his ankles.
Yeah, basically, you
And,
just like.
when I slide tackle, so it takes out his legs and he falls, and as he falls down towards me,
No.
punch him in the face.
Yeah,
The
basically, you.
knife falls onto a knife, man.
He didn't use a knife.
You didn't use a knife, so sadly you only do 1d3, but you get 3. So you get 3 damage off this guy.
That's sweet.
And he's down on the floor.
Lying on top of him.
So Desmond, it's your turn. Do you want to do anything while this is happening?
I want to pretend for as long as I can I'm one of them.
So what are you going to do in your turn? You've got like combat turns are roughly like a minute, you know.
Let me just think. So at the moment, I've got
So-
4 people in the room.
So you've got 2 people to your left, like manning the drums. They're not playing right now, but they're standing by them, like getting them ready. You've got
Just like,
2 people left in Frank. Still?
the 2 people. They're standing by the
Or
box.
box,
They're
yeah.
standing over the box, like getting the hammer and nails ready. And one guy standing in front, and they're to your right, and straight ahead of you is one guy standing in front of some curtains, like on a
But
ceremonial
that's
platter.
the dude.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dude. I'd like to. I don't think it's worth using it. I want to know what.
Can you do a quick sketch of this parent, like so I know when I come in the room where they are?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
What about your stealth skill, Askew?
Oh, they can see him.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think you can
How's the
just
action?
disappear into the room. Like,
no, because you can press a stealth roll as being like moving to changing position
Yeah.
so casually that they don't take any notice of it.
I know what you're saying, especially in the heightened moment
It's
of.
like an incognito maneuver. It's not like sneaky sneak. It's like, oh, I'm just going to
Yeah,
move over
he's
here,
in
and
disguise,
do it so naturally that no one notices.
he's in disguise. He could probably just walk to where he wants to go.
Yeah, but if you walk up behind the box,
He doesn't need to walk up behind the boss.
well, he could do, like he suggested, and then garrote the fucker.
Yeah. Oh, that's the curtain. There's the biggest man on the planet behind the curtain. The
half
huge
man, half squid, half bear.
half building,
Half fish man.
Yeah.
half shotgun.
Man, bear, squid.
with the head of a shark.
Street sharks.
Street sharks. That wasn't a tune. That's it.
Change the colour for where the guys are. Oh, that's
I
going to be
will.
really
I will do. I
confusing.
will do.
Okay.
Do you know what really sucks?
That you're.
Ask,
That I've done nothing this entire fucking episode because I've just been.
You've driven the story.
Woo.
Don't say my stuff was crap. My idea. Is anybody hurt yet? At the moment, we've got the upper hand.
I didn't call your idea crap.
Good, thank you, Carl.
Right, okay.
These two, bloody Laurel and bloody Hardy here, Jimmy and what's his name? Oh, is that green one me next to the door?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Sweet.
Right, so it's your turn, Deza.
I turn to the boss. I'm gonna deal with these, and I run out, shut the door behind us.
Are you fucking joking?
fuck
No.
no.
I'm not locking it. I just don't want them to see, and I'm gonna come up behind and cut the guy's throat who still stood up.
Hey Ross, let's just not bother going in there. Let's just let he's
Yeah, let's
obviously
just
got this under
Desmond.
control.
You guys still what he's saying. He's in the room with you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I'm in the corridor.
So you've left the main room and you've run back out to the corridor behind the other guy, and you're attacking him with your garrote, are you?
Yeah, that they can't. Bear in mind, I'm presuming these people in the room don't know that I'm attacking their
What
own.
is your garrote skill?
This is going to be a thingy, isn't it? It's
Is it
gonna be
base skill? That's 15.
is it a base skill? I'd assume this was like a thingy maneuver, combat maneuver, which is
Yeah,
strength
well,
versus
that's
strength.
Okay, that's fine by me. That's a better chance by me.
Well,
Sure, that's how you work out the damage, but whatever.
no,
Right, I'm gonna do this. I'm doing it. On a D100, Perrin?
Yeah, please.
43.
Hold on. That doesn't mean that works. Hold on.
I tear his head off.
I don't understand why you just didn't go deeper into the room so you could see more people, and then we
But-
follow in.
I want to pretend that you guys are dead.
He,
Then I'll send another one out and be like,
so
they're dead.
I'm afraid to ask you. The guy you put your arms around him, but he pushes you away. You can't
I was
overpower
trying
him.
to pull you to safety.
You grab at him, and he doesn't see who you are, but he immediately just like pulls you away from him. Like you don't get the garrote wire over him.
Okay, that's fine. He still doesn't know I'm attacking him.
Now it is
Where are we-
Ross's
Aki,
turn.
Good luck, Ross.
Bang, bang.
You shut me down. Bang. You hit the ground.
That's right. Then Des can run back in and go, cops.
I run over. I'm
No,
gonna do-
you can't do anything yet. I'm shooting.
No. Don't worry.
Give me 2d10 for damage.
Oh, so much damage. So much damage.
So-
You could have killed everybody in that room with that damage.
So that guy's dead. But the other
Is that
guy's
the guy who was stood up, yeah?
the guy stood up's dead. The other guy on the floor is still stirring. It is now Frank's go.
Just wiggle.
Am I like mid hoist?
No, you're just sat in the box now.
Hoist.
Fantastic.
You could try flailing. You might.
I will try wriggling free.
All right, give me a strength roll.
Pops out the ropes.
Just smashes the box open, shards of wood fly everywhere.
Okay.
That enough?
Yeah. So basically, the knots aren't tight enough on the ropes around your wrists, and you manage to break them free.
I wish I tried that earlier.
I know, right?
And I'm in a box. They can't see me as well.
Well, so they're the two guys who put you in there. Although they're standing over them, you can just sort of see them. They're not looking down at you at the minute. They're looking over at the doorway where all the gunfire and action's going on.
And
Your feet are still your feet are still tied at the moment there.
So what? I don't understand. Am I like in a box and they're like
Yeah,
looking?
Yeah.
and they're looking away. So
They're fucking tall, aren't they?
what? No, it's only like a crate. It's only like a crate. So it's the box is only about waist high for them.
Oh, I'm not on a chair. I'm like in a ball.
Yeah, you're in a ball on a
Yeah.
box.
All right, sweet. Blindfold up and start doing my feetsies.
So yeah, you can start on doing your
Easy.
feet. So by the end of this turn, you'll probably have your feet loose as well. But not so you can't get to do anything else this turn though.
Right.
So in theory, anything in this game is possible if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
Anything.
No, physics and stuff is like, there has to be some limit.
I can fly. Roll a 1.
Yeah, if he said, can he like fly out the box and become Superman? At 1, I would have still said no.
Yeah. But within reason. So even if you're a proper nerd, you could punch someone or like do something.
Yeah, you could get lucky. You could get a sucker punch. And it's like it's all within reason. Like again, like I don't think he could have ever broken the ropes free, except for the fact because he rolled so well. I just said that they weren't tied well. It's like within reason of what could possibly happen.
Yeah, I think we've got to be. I think me at least. I've got to be a bit more
savvy.
I always rely on what I'm good at too much from my characters. I should just fucking try all sorts.
I mean, you guys are always free to try anything basically.
It's just because now I have a history of like bad rolls when I try daft shit, so I just stick to what's good. But that was like a fucking so sweet. I'm like in this box. What the fuck am I gonna do? I've got no weapons, no nothing.
Does that mean it's
That's right, you can get the jump on one.
If you fucking let me keep my knife.
Well, you shouldn't have dropped my knife.